I'm flying high. Hey, ass niggas gotta die. Kids say mad, then I'ma let them try. I can kick a dog, or I can snatch a nigga. My niggas ride with me and they yelling, let's crack a nigga. Know I'm making food, strapped up with the two. Police pull me over, I'ma play it cool. I ain't going to jail. No, sir. I shoot and...
So what's going on? That was not my intro. That was just me listening to music. Smoke a lot of cigarettes. This is episode 2. Don't tell anybody, but it's the same day. Actually, I'm gonna put out 3 a day. Maybe. Until I end up probably getting lazy. But I might still do it. Who knows? But yes. So then I admit that it's been twice in the same day. Oh shit. It's just my cell phone. Oh, my cell phone! Man, oh my god, man. So I like brainstorm of what I wanted to say. And then hit the fancy button. And then hey. Damn it. The camera got me. So, speaking of the last thing I just explained about, I would just explain something else. So there seems like there might be a twitch to me. Randomly I go and crack my head forward because my neck cracks when I do that. Now, the reason that this happens is because my mouth hurts, because I explained in the first video how I don't have a tooth and why I don't have a tooth. So obviously my mouth is not feeling the greatest still. I mean, it's been like maybe a month since I lost my tooth, but like it still hurts a lot. And my wisdom teeth are killing me, which they are all attached to nerves. And let me tell you what, okay, nerve pain is not that fun to deal with. It's like a stinging thing. It's so hard to get rid of. Like, painfully out of the way, like, get it done. Okay, so goddamn laptop's dirty. God. Alright, so all my nerves are all connected together, and apparently they're not supposed to be like that. They're supposed to, be like individual strands going up. I don't really know how it works. I don't really care how it works. But apparently my mouth is super fucked up in like all kinds of ways. They said I had dinosaur teeth. Thank you. Thanks. That makes me feel great. Right. Then they laugh like, haha, we're just joking around. I'm like, you just no. No. But I understand why. Apparently my teeth roots aren't normal. Like, they're supposed to be like this, but like this, because like they'd be like rooted in. Apparently my roots grew together and went straight down in like a cone. So like my teeth would like just pull out. Like if I really pulled, they'd just be like slide out, because they're not really in, they're just kind of like in. So great news about my dinosaur teeth. But anyways, yeah, so on top of that, my nerves are growing together. Apparently my body likes to grow things together, but that's actually about the only 2 things that grows together on my body, so don't think weird. But anyways, they grow them together right behind my jaw, and they run up the side of my head into like back here, you know, like on my spine and shit. And that knob at the very top of your head, right, like right where your skull connects to your spine, that very last knob, right where they all just come and meet, just happens to be that one central spot where when my mouth sends a shooting pain up, it hits that spot. For some reason that triggers my head to think that my head needs cracked, and I crack my neck, which makes me make this weird like no feeling. And it doesn't happen all the time. Like, it can be standing normal for like an hour and never do it, and then all of a sudden it can happen like 15 times in a row. Sucks. It's like an involuntary twitch that I can't help because of my mouth. But I don't want to make this 2 videos about my mouth. I'm embarrassed enough, let alone now that I'm letting all of YouTube know about my wonderful mouth. But I guess that's just what people do. So, I'm white, but I'm very black. I don't want to sound racist, but sorry, white people. Join in the blacks. Yeah. Random thought, but there was actually a thing. Don't quote me exactly here, but I think it was like Saturday Night Live or something. I saw a skit about white people and black people and like Chinese people, and they were like picking people that were like gonna be on their side. So they're like, black people, what do you pick? And they're like, we pick, and they picked like a white person. So like then that white person was just with black people. Then, you know, it's just, I don't know. I'll let my cigarette go out. That's a depressing fail on my part. Probably won't. Oh wait. Saved it, barely. But on that happy note, it's getting late. That's not a happy note, that's a sad note, because that means I get to go to bed and get very little sleep before I get up, go to work, deal with work for 9 hours or something like that. I'm not even sure anymore. Maybe it's 8.5, I'm not sure. I've not worked a normal schedule in a very long time. But I guess I can kind of divulge in my work. I don't want to involve work in this at all, because I want to keep that separate from this right here. This video games, they can be vented upon, because, you know, I'm raging, I'm just fucking pissed off with these noobs and shit, and I'm just blurting out things that I don't really mean, maybe in particular, but in that moment I'm pissed. So I'm just, anything that's on my mind that's just really like, man, I even yell at my friends. That's what I love. You know, again, friends I play with, obviously, they can be like doing bad, but not really on purpose. They're like really, really good normally, but they're just obviously having like a bad moment, and I'm just like, oh, dude, if you don't fucking stop sucking, I'm never playing with you again. And they're just always like, dude, like, calm down, like, what's your problem? And I'm just like, ah! And then I always end up laughing, because I can't really ever stay mad about things. Kind of one of those people. Like, if you take a lot to piss me off, like, I'll hurt you, but like, you kind of have to go pretty far, because I'm just not, like, I just don't feel like hurting you for no reason, really, if we don't really have reasons to be hurting each other. That's all I'm trying to say. So now, yet again, ladies and gentlemen, I might not be talking to anybody. I might be talking to myself. Regardless, I'm in a barn. It's been 10 minutes. And yet again, I will say thank you. And good night. from this side of the United States.